Are you having trouble clearing some of the content in Challenger World? Would a little bit extra juice push you into that loot room? Well, in today's video, we're going to be going over a bunch of tips and tricks that you can do to gain free damage in Challenger World. Now, I myself and Jake have used all of these tips on this list to push us from a min clear to a comfortable clear. Especially in Challenger World, you're limited so much by the damage you can gain, especially early on, having no resources, no boss mules, no legion, and no links. Any damage can help. But without further ado, let's just get right into it. Now, some of these for a lot of people may seem obvious, but trust me, you are gonna gain some type of damage or knowledge from today's video. Now, first one on this list is getting 10 familiar badges. Now, if you guys are unaware, getting 10 familiar badges does unlock 3 familiar slots. On average, they take around 45 minutes to an hour to unlock all 10. Now, the badges I recommend unlocking if you're in Challenger World: the Wasteland badge, the Holy badge, the Swamp badge, the Ocean badge, the Apocalypse badge, the Labyrinth badge, the Void badge, the Lion badge, the Oppressor badge, and then lastly, the Starter badge. I know what you're saying. There's some badges that also give another 1% attack on this list. If you're unaware, you can only have up to 3 of the same stats from your badges. So you can only have 3 1% attacks, 3 1% damage, and then 3% IEDs in your badge slots. Aside from the badges effects and the damage that you're gaining just from the 10 badges alone, you're also unlocking 3 familiar slots. If you are unaware of how to actually unlock these 3 familiar slots, look at the left hand side of your screen. There's going to be a little Roro's icon there. Click it. You're going to complete the quest for unlocking 10 familiar slots, and then boom, you have 3 fam slots available. Now, if you don't have any good fams yet, I highly recommend just using 3 15% IED fams, or if you have attack fams, you can also use those as well. But those 10 fam slots are going to give you a ton of damage, and then the 3 fams are also going to boost your damage by a significant amount. Next up on this list, Will of the Alliance quest. This is pretty small, but it's a super easy quest. This is going to give you 5 all stat and then 5 attack power and 5 magic attack as well. So how to start this quest line? It's super easy. It literally takes less than 2 minutes. Open up your white light bulb, click on the quest. It should say invitation to Arrive, and then you're just going to click between Nineheart and Cygnus. You're gonna finish a couple of quests, and then you're gonna go into a little bit of a cutscene. Boom, after that cutscene, open up your first job skill. It's gonna say Will of the Alliance. There you go. You have 5 all set and 5 attack. Next up on this list, for an easy damage gain, get your pocket slot. What is a pocket slot? It is an equipment slot that allows you to equip a pocket item that you can then flame. How do you unlock this pocket slot? You're gonna use one of the trait boost potions that can be found in any of the event shops. I believe it's in the Challenger World shop. It's 300 coins. You're gonna buy the trait boost potion, use the trait boost potion on Charm. Once you use the trait boost potion on Charm, it is automatically going to unlock your pocket slot. Now, how do you get the item to put in this pocket slot? Go kill Pink Bean. It should drop a cup. You can then flame that cup to get additional stats on it. Super easy way to gain a little bit of damage. Next up, Cygnus Knight to level 150 for 30 attack. Now, you can level up a Cygnus Knight by using one of the burns on it. It's super easy to level 150. It takes like 30 minutes. It's going to give you 30 attack. This is extremely valuable. It is one of the only resources that we have in Challenger World, so definitely make use of this Cygnus Knight's blessing. Moving on, we have getting your Alchemy to level 1. Now, the reason why getting your Alchemy to level 1 is so valuable is it allows you to use 2 boss potions at the same time. Now, obviously, it's pretty hard to acquire the second boss potion because we are in Challenger World. We don't really have resources to get our Alchemy up to those levels to use that potion. But since it's in Challenger World and the Challenger World missions work in practice mode, you can actually go ahead and check your ID pot and then also go check your boss pod. It's going to allow you to gain 30% ID or 30% boss depending on your situation just by getting your alchemy to level 1. Now, how do you even get your alchemy to level 1? What you're going to want to do is go to Ardent Mill. Once you're in Ardent Mill, click the dude at the top left. He's going to have a quest. This is going to start your professions. And then you're going to need to learn herbalism. Go to the bottom right. It's the far bottom right guy. After learning herbalism, go to the left on the alchemy side. Click learn alchemy. There you go. You are now level 1 alchemy, and you can now use an ID potion and a boss potion while you are bossing. Super valuable and honestly a pretty good chunk of damage. Next up on this list is the Arcane core in Challenger World. Now we're gonna go over this briefly, but the Arcane core is actually a very good way to gain damage. But if you were earlier on Challenger World, I would not take advantage of Arcane core. You can unlock it, but I would not level it up because you're going to want to wait until your challenger rank is a little bit higher so you can ensure that you're able to get a unique or legendary arcane core. Now, how does this arcane core work? Now, you're going to get these free sticks. You're getting 3 of them per day just by logging into the game, but you can also buy 20 of them from the miso shop in the co-op underneath the star tab. What you're going to want to do is click on remove seal. You can go 1 at a time, or you can also unlock 5 at the same time. Once you unlock them, you're going to see 5 arcane cores. If you're earlier on, just click the rare or unique, go into the enhance tab, double click it. It's going to equip the arcane core, and then you can see all the stats that you're getting from it. Now, you can enhance this core, but again, like I said, I would wait until later on to enhance it. But how you enhance it is you go to the extract energy tab. Once you're at the extract energy tab, you can extract all of the useless cores, and that's going to give you energy. And then once you click back on the enhance, you can actually level it up, and you can see the cost per enhance as well. But once again, don't enhance this past like level 4 unless you have a unique or a legendary core. It's actually quite a bit of damage. At legendary, you're getting like 60 all stats, you're getting 40 attack, and then you're getting 20% all stat as well. It's super good value. And if you're having trouble clearing a boss, you can unlock it and get an epic version or a rare version earlier on in the game. This next one is obvious, but a lot of people don't know about this, especially if you're an early game player. Now, level bonus on bosses is a big way for you to gain damage. You guys are unaware, you actually gain final damage from being higher level on bosses. Let's just say a boss is level 270 and you try and fight that boss at level 270, you are gaining 0 final damage. Let's just say you're 275 though, fighting a level 270 boss, you are going to be gaining 10% final damage. You gain 2% final damage per level on a boss up to 5 levels above a boss. So if you're having trouble clearing a boss, maybe gain a couple more levels and then try it again. Moving on, make sure you're following your 6th job Hexa guide. A lot of people just upgrade things randomly, but if you want to be efficient and gain the most damage possible, definitely follow your progression path. Now, Hexa set is actually very good early on. It does cost quite a bit of fragments and energy to unlock, and it seems a little bit daunting when you're unlocking it, but it's actually extremely good value, and it's probably going to be the best way to gain damage early on in Challenger World. I saved this one for last because it is pretty pay to win, but the Genesis Pass is going to give you guys passive stats when bossing. This is completely optional, and I wanted to save it for last because it is a pay to win feature that Challenger World has this time around. Now, this Genesis Pass is going to give you a special buff when you're doing bosses that drop a Trace of Darkness. You're going to be getting 20 all stat, 20 attack, 10% boss damage, and then 10% ID. You're also getting 150% 150 arcane power, which is extremely good value. But once again, these stats only apply on bosses that drop the trace of darkness, and this is a pay-to-win feature. It costs 30k NX, so again, completely optional. If you have the money and you want to buy it, go for it. If you don't, no worries at all. This is just a option that I wanted to throw in here in case someone was wondering about any more additional stats that they can get for bossing. And then lastly, on this list, I'm adding this in because this is insane. We need guild skills. Use your guild skills if you have them. Join a guild. If you guys are not in a guild, you're going to be getting passive stats just by being in a guild, but then guild skills itself are giving you a ton of final damage. And right now, for some reason, Challenger World does not have guild skills. A GM said this was intended, but again, that's 100% not true. Challenger World Season 2 and KMS had guild skills, so use your guild skills. When we get them, we should get them unlocked, hopefully after today's maintenance. But that is going to be it for how you can gain free damage in Challenger World. I hope this video did help some of you guys learn at least one new thing. If you guys did, please consider subscribing to the channel and leaving a like on this video. It helps us out a ton. Hope you guys are having fun in Challenger World. Jake and I are absolutely loving the grind, loving the progression. With that being said, hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.